It all began in summer 1983. Cudi and the Engine family were just on their vacation in Florida. Cudi was very bored, so he walked out into the forest without telling anyone where he was going to go have a walk. It all went normal when all of a sudden Cudi saw a green shooting star. He followed it after seeing it land further in the forest, and then all of a sudden he saw it. It seemed to be some kind of capsule. It opened up, showing a very weird watch with tentacles reaching out for it. Cudi was suddenly put into a trance, and he walked towards the watch unhesitatingly, and all of a sudden the watch shot itself forward and put its sharp tentacles onto Cudi's paw. The sharp spikes lashed into his paw, made Cudi scream very loudly, causing Candy to hear. Feeling worried for him, she puffed away looking for him. But when Candy found herself close enough to Cudi, the watch activated and Cudi burst into flames, only to re-emerge 2 minutes later as a monster. Not the heat blast we know, but a completely different one. His eyes were black, his pupils were white, his teeth were very sharp indeed, and he seemed to have no control over heat blast. Candy tried to scream, but it was too late. Heat blast placed his hand against Candy's boiler, heating it too much, causing it to burst, shooting steam and scalding water all over the place, as Cudi roared in rage. After hearing all the commotion, Thomas went to go see what was happening, only to find Cudi grieving at Candy's dead body. Thomas tried to ask Cudi what happened, but Cudi just told him to chop away. But before Thomas could, the watch activated again, this time turning Cudi into Accelerate. And Cudi, well, he shot forward so fast, running straight through Thomas's body, leaving a big mess of bloody engine parts, and with only one wheel left intact. Ever since then, Cudi went on a murderous rampage, killing everyone and anything he saw. He didn't want to, but whenever he went near someone, the watch activated, turning him into any type of alien. For example, either Wildmutt, Forearms, Ripjaws, Swampfire, or even way big. Unfortunately, when the plumbers got involved, Cudi's watch went too far. It turned him into Alien X, and unfortunately, Cudi used his Alien X powers to erase his entire universe. Luckily for him, Gordon Blaze and a council of other Cudis managed to defeat carnitrix Cudi, although losing a few casualties, because Cudi 10,000 turned into atomics and used his powers to tranquilize Cudi, and finally they used all the celestial sapiens to rebuild carnitrix Cudi's universe. But as for carnitrix Cudi, he was locked away in the null void to pay for his crimes. But by now, he seems somewhat used to the carnitrix powers and actually missed them. He spent many years in the null void until a certain face came to him and told him he can get his revenge on everyone. But as for who that someone was, well, that's a story for a different day.